And we are live.
Shenanigans.
Yes, we are going to have shenanigans. And welcome back to Tomb of Shenanigans, where shenanigans happens
I
and
want that to be a thing now.
yeah, the shenanigans are real, but the characters will die, um, or get petrified, or burnt, or they'll drink
Just an
sleepy time
entire tomb
poison.
based off the deck of many things. That's
Yeah.
what it'll be.
No, I
Yep.
want a really unfortunately stereotypical Irish lich named Shenanigans.
Well, yeah, we'll have to do that. It'll be fun. I mean, I don't know if I could, pull it off successfully, but I don't know.
His number 2 minion will be named Shillelagh.
Okay, so let's go ahead and find out what happened last time on Dragon Ball Z. After having quite a bit of time with a friendly dungeon beholder, the group, as it were, was finally able to escape the deadly rays. Most of them were able to escape the deadly rays of the beholder, where they were able to. The remainder of the party were able to finally go through a couple of rooms where the first one they went into, there was a crazy like topography map kind of a device where things happened. Lava was spewed everywhere. At least one or two people were severely hurt because of that. And then
It's fine.
oh yeah, what's a little bit of lava burn.
Gimbal was fine.
Yeah, Gimbal's fine. I think the only person who got it was Kavarak.
Cataract nearly died.
And then they went into the next room where they dealt with a friendly squad of Modrons.
You keep using that word. I do not think it means what you think it means.
Well, they dealt with a lot of mechanical bad guys. Very weak mechanical bad guys, but luckily they got past it with little to no problem. And they finally made it downstairs to the final room where, lo and behold, they found the true version of Bairn, who had been kidnapped during one of the group's long rests. And he was taken down into this floor and encaged and was replaced with a clone so that nobody knew that was really a clone of Bairn.
Or
At least you
Bairn.
think this is the true one.
Yes.
Bairn doesn't know either.
And then they were able to take care of one of these 5 little puzzle rooms within this larger room, where they dealt with mirrors and they dealt with candles. It was a very romantic session last time. So, and after solving that particular puzzle with the mirror, the candles, they were able to unlock the first key on the big door, leading to who knows what. And I believe that is the last time on Dragon Ball Z stuff, which will now take us to present time. What would you guys like to do?
So Scott, real quick, I'm getting bleed over from what would be Bella's screen on our stream.
How's that possible?
I have no idea. The top part and the bottom part of my screen shows a little cover image.
No, that's just the background, my guy. We wouldn't worry about it.
That's kind of weird. Maybe like oh gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? Like refresh it, maybe.
I just tried for the third stream, but yeah.
Well, poop. I don't know. I don't really know what's going on with that because there's nothing wrong going on my screen at the moment.
I didn't do it.
All right. Well, so either way though, what are you guys doing now that you guys are kind of back out in this room where there's this creepy looking cauldron in the room and the whole place is just green, literally. There's
I
green.
say since we are at full strength right now, we split up and explore.
Yes. I think
I
it's
agree.
a great idea.
You go explore as far away from me as you possibly can.
Oh, wow.
Gimbal is very excited after solving a puzzle. This really tickles the gnomish genes.
Mm-hmm.
He is immediately going to run up to this easternmost room and open the door with reckless abandon.
All right, well,
Baron will do. We'll rush past him, knock him over, and go to this other easternmost.
Okay, hold on. Let me first find this room that Mr. Gimbal went to, because pages and pages of notes.
Excuse you, Mr. Gimbal was my dad.
Mr. Gimbal was your dad. Are you a Gimbal's junior? All right. So first of all, Gimbal, when you look at the store before opening it, and carved into this door is the shape of an octagon. And then as far as Baron is concerned, let me get to that. And wait here to look on the book.
Bold of you to assume Gimbal would have paused to look at the door before opening it.
But yeah, but the shape carved on this store in front of Baron is the shape of a square. So, Gimbal, you said you opened the door, correct?
Yes.
All right. The ceiling of this plaster-walled room is 15 feet high. A leather-backed tome rests open atop a wooden lectern bolted to the floor. Set into the wall behind the lectern are 8 human skeletons, arranged so that they appear to be falling and screaming. I mean, not creepy at all. Not creepy at all.
Are they suspended in the air or like attached to the wall?
Yeah, the skeletons are like transfixed, kind of like halfway into the wall, and because that it gives it a really like creepy vibe.
Okay.
Real quick, Sean, what is the alignment of Sir Gimbal?
Gimbal?
Yep.
I think he's lawful good, yeah.
Alright, we are now the law firm of Baron and Gimbal.
Ah, good. You are not lawful. Tell me what part of your character and the way you run them is lawful.
I'm actually neutral good.
Okay. Thank you.
That's why I said one of us has to be lawful, otherwise it doesn't work.
Yeah. Okay.
I think Gimbal is gonna walk over to the book, and he sort of reaches out a hand to open it, pauses for a minute, and he's gonna duck down. He's gonna use his wrench to like lift the cover.
Yeah. All right. So first, okay. So I will say, first of all, like as you walk, but overexposure on my end on the camera. Wow. Anyway, so as you walk over, you do take a look at the book, and it seems like this book does not contain very many pages. It looks like just a quick look. It looks like not even 10 pages are in this book, and it's currently on. And the 2 pages that it's currently open to.
Oh, it was already open.
Yeah, it is already open. On the left page, it says "Spin, spin, iron spider," but then on the next page, it says "Turn their flesh to bones and cider."
Is that cider like apple cider or inside of her?
Like apple cider kind of cider.
Okay.
Yeah, cider.
It got squashed in the jelly.
Yeah.
Is this the first page, or is it like open to the middle?
It's open to the middle.
Okay. Gimbel's gonna think about that for a minute if you want to describe Baron's door and room.
All right, so yeah, Baron, what do? You are standing in front of this door.
Yes.
You want to? Yes, I love that action. I love it.
I will open the door.
All right. This room is filled with flying sheets of parchment. Flying sheets of parchment, with writings on the pages visible as they flutter by. A metal plate bolted onto the far wall is set with a ghostly lever.
All right.
Let's see. All right. So yeah. So yeah. So it almost looks like a storm of pages just all over the place. But yet
Are
there's
they
no
lying on
wind.
the ground or literally flying in the air?
I mean, they're like. Think about like when you put a fan in a room and you have all these pages.
All right,
all
so
over
it
the
is
place.
random movement, not anything
Yeah.
discernibly
Yeah, it's just very. It looks
patterned.
like. Yeah, they're just all randomly kind of floating around, but you are able to see as some of them fly by that. Yeah, there is stuff written on them, and all that. So.
All right, well, we move to where the little pedestal thing is and see what it looks like. If there's anything to read.
Let's see.
Before I go in, though, I'm casting freedom of movement on myself.
Okay.
Excellent spell choice, my friend.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Let me read this and make sure I get everything right on this. Okay, so yeah, so you walk up to this like lever up there, and yeah, well yeah, I guess technically it's a lever, and everything looks fine. I mean, of course you're occasionally getting smacked by pages as you're going up to it.
So there's nothing written or anything on the little.
Nope. I mean, you might see like probably also one other detail that you might notice is that there is like seems to be dark chalk, marks like on walls and on the floor.
I'm gonna be real. That word ended sooner than I thought it was going to be. I thought you were going to say dark chocolate.
Hey, now I want to change it. I want to make that canon because that would be fabulous. It'd be like Willy Wonka's wallpaper. Just go ahead and lick the walls. It does taste like chocolate.
Well, it smells better.
By the way, my thought process on that is, it looks like chocolate. I'm not going to tell you if it smells like chocolate.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's
all
all.
much past Acerak.
It's all about the odor here in this situation.
I'm sorry. Have we actually learned that Acerak made this place? That's more that the characters have, right?
Excuse me. Yes. Acerak.
Okay.
Yeah, a long time ago
At least we have some amount of assumption anyway.
Yeah, he had. Dang it. He had come to Jolt a long time ago. He had enslaved a whole bunch of people, or a whole bunch of Amuans to create the whole temple, and then
Okay.
and then, yeah.
I'm on the right page now.
Yep.
I guess we start reading some papers then.
All right, so let's see. Let me make sure. All right, so if you're going to try to grab a page, please make me a dexterity check, please.
This isn't going well. What do I get for a 7? Oh, sorry, an 8.
A paper cut. But no, you go to reach one, you almost feel it, but it kind of just slips out of your fingers at the last second.
Gotcha. All right. Next thing.
Okay.
I have a spare piece of parchment. I'm going to go to one of the parts where you said there's a brown mysterious smudge on the floor.
I mean, they're just like, well, from what you saw, they seem to be kind of like random. Just like, oh, there might be a line here, maybe a X over here, like a square here, maybe a, just various, just as if just someone was having fun.
Interesting choice of words. Go to where the square is.
All right. You see a mark in the shape of a square, written in chalk.
Okay. I'm gonna poke it with the end of my hammer, leaning as far away from that little spot as possible.
All right. So hold on. So you put what on your hammer?
I'm using the edge of the hammer to poke the square See if I set off something.
Nothing happens. You just hear a solid.
Okay.
As it hits the floor. Let's switch over to Gimbal.
Back to Gimbal. I have no idea what's going on.
Okay. Yep. All right, Mr. Gimbal.
Gimbal is gonna flip to the first page of the book.
All right.
And he's gonna start reading it.
Okay, let's see. All right. So actually, you might better put a bookmark here so I can keep going between the pages and the rooms. Okay. So you turn to the first set of pages, and on the left it says backward, 8 to 1, and then on the right side it says speak the rhyme until it's done.
Okay.
So, yeah, and as you were flipping through the pages, you did notice that there were single lines like that on every page, back and front.
Okay. He's gonna turn the page and he's gonna keep reading. I think I'm gonna read the whole thing.
Okay, so I will ask, are you going to read it in your mind or out loud?
He's reading it silently first.
Okay, so starting from page 1, all the way to, and actually after reading this you'll find that there are 8 pages in this case. Backward, 8 to 1. Speak the rhyme until it's done. Keep the spider locked away. See the lever clear as day. Spin, spin, iron spider. Turn their flesh to bones and cider. Speak the rhyme and meet your fate. Forward, 1 to 8. Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can. Let's see. Gotta make sure. I'm gonna see if I can get that maybe on the typed in here for you. If I can find it.
It would certainly be nice.
Yeah.
I'm happy to type that out if I have to. But...
Yeah. Actually, what I'll do. Let's see. Let me take a quick screenshot of it for you, and then I can just slap it in the Discord for you. Let's see. All right. Come on. All right. I'm gonna do a little bit of cropping here. Okay, and then save that. All right, I'm going to go over to Discord, and I am going to paste it in the general section.
Excellent. Your photography skills are impeccable.
Thank you. Hey, I went to school for my photography.
It shows. It's a very clear image. My compliments to the chef.
I guess. I don't know if this is just optical illusion, but it looks like the thing's slowly leaning to the left in the picture.
I mean,
that's just because of the angle of the
book
page and everything.
Yeah.
Okay, that literally isn't at an angle. Okay, so it's not just me.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay, I apologize. I need to cook on this one for a minute, if you don't mind popping back to Baron.
Okay. All right, so back to Baron. Have you thought about anything you would like to do? Any other cool
the only
ideas?
thing Baron could probably think of at this point is, the only clues I have are floating pieces of paper. Let's keep trying to catch one.
All right. All right, give me a dexterity check, please.
Back to Gimbal.
Oh no.
That's 3.
That's a 3. Yeah, that's definitely a no-go on that.
Where the hell is Bellic? I need a Dexter's monster.
I don't know. That's what's weird. It's like, yeah, I have no idea where he is, so we're just gonna have to go with what we can.
So Gimbal is gonna flip back to the end. I guess he was already on the end because he just read it front to back.
Okay.
And he's going to read page 8 out loud.
All right. So yeah, you speak the words forward 1 to 8.
Yes.
And that's all you're gonna read?
For a second. If
Okay.
nothing happens, he'll read page 7 out loud.
Okay.
But at the moment he reads page 8 and he's like,
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you read that first. Yeah. Well, first page. You read the first last page.
That's why
Out,
I'm trying to be page 8.
yeah. All right. So yeah, you read it out loud. You stop for a second. Nothing happens. And then you, like as you said, you will proceed to reading the page 7 out loud. Speak the rhyme and meet your fate. Look
At
around
least you're
again,
doing what I would do.
and still
That should
nothing.
scare you, Sean.
He's gonna sit back and sort of, I think he's gonna pause. And he's gonna go up to the skeletons on the wall, and I'd like to actually roll perception and see if there's anything like curious or odd about them. He's gonna sort of like pour over the room. Would that be perception or investigation?
Well, yeah, we can do. I'll give you whichever one you have better on.
Oh, that's investigation.
All right, because yeah, I would
That's
definitely
what I would have gone with anyway. So
yeah.
That's gonna be. Where is it? That's gonna be a 21.
A 21 to investigation.
Yes.
Well, so the first thing that you'll notice is, since your current focus was on the skeletons, well, you go up there and you notice that, well, they are definitely real. They were absolutely 100% real skeletons that was somehow placed inside, about halfway into the wall. And, I mean, you can tell from your gnomish senses of, well, building, you may not necessarily be maybe dwarven level, but you can definitely tell that the work that was put into this.
Actually, because of my belt of dwarven kind, I do have that kind of information.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. So in that case, you notice that the stonework on this particular project, when it was being built, not only was done very well, but it is held up very well after probably who knows how many centuries or millennia that this place has been around.
Okay.
like it's held together by magic.
Let's see what else. I'll see if I can give you anything else here.
The only other thing that he wants to sort of like make a specific note to check out, because it's not something that you might think to look when you walk into a room, is he does want to like turn around and sort of look at the back wall
of
like,
the side of the room that you entered on.
Yeah,
that side. Okay. Yeah, I mean, again, it looks
nothing of note.
Yeah, nothing of note. But
Okay.
as you were kind of looking around, though, as you were kind of scanning the initial skeleton wall, as you were kind of looking kind of down, you do notice that that along, at least initially, the line there seems to be a seam along the floor itself that you kind of follow, and it ends up all the way around the room.
Okay. And it's towards the bottom of the room.
Yeah, it's on the floor along the edges, outlining the entire room.
Gimbal sort of like lies down on his side and just pulls out like I think I have leather workers tools. What do I have? Yeah, I've got a leather workers kit, so I would definitely have some kind of a knife. Probably not a good fighting knife, but like a nice working knife. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna see if I can fit it into the seam at all.
You do try to put it in. Wow. But you're able to get the blade. I know. I'm sorry. Really, this is really bad imagery. I'm so sorry. But you try to put the blade. The blade does go in maybe a couple of millimeters into the seam, but
metric.
Yeah, but it seems to kind of just stop.
Okay, that's good data that I don't know what to do with.
Because you can figure that it's either you think it could be that the stone separating with that seam, it just might have been placed together really well. You're not really sure though.
The Egyptians built this.
Yeah.
And by Egyptians, I mean aliens. I'm going to go back to the book.
Okay.
And I'm going to read pages 6 through 1 out loud.
Okay, completely backwards.
Yes.
All right. So yeah, turn their flesh to bones and cider. Spin, spin, iron spider. See the lever.
Give me a moment to read it in Gimble's voice. I apologize.
Okay. So yes, I need to hear this.
Yeah,
in Gimble's
because
voice.
there's a certain amount of nervousness that's gonna creep in.
Okay.
So he'll start out pretty confident, like forward, 1 to 8. Like I said, he looks around. Speak the rhyme and meet your fate? Audible question mark. Turn their flesh and bones to cider. And he's gonna walk over to the skeletons and in the wall and look at them. He's gonna run back to the book. Spin, spin, iron spider?
That's when a spider jumps at you and kills you. Yeah, go ahead.
See the lever clear as day. And he's gonna fully like look around 360, looking around the room.
Yep. So far each page, nothing happened so far that you know of.
Keep the spider locked away. Speak the rhyme until it's done. Backward, 8 to 1.
And now the entire tomb just falls down, you guys, and you're all dead. Sorry. Anyway, no, but seriously, what happens is...
I rolled a nat 30 on my evasion.
Yeah. Wait. What kind of dice are you rolling?
Best ones.
Yeah. So as you finish that last line, you do hear something on the very back of the lectern. You kind of hear something unlock and something like maybe a drawer or of some kind just kind of open up.
He's gonna very tentatively walk around to the back. He's not even gonna like walk around to the back. He's gonna walk to the side and then like peek. Around to the back of it.
Yeah, do the whole like.
Yeah.
What is that? Yeah, you do that, and a lever pops into view from inside this little drawer, this little compartment.
This might be a stupid question. I want to look up. Is there any kind of like, is the ceiling just flat?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it just seems to look like, you know, it looks like it just regular old ceiling. It matches the ceiling and the walls and stuff like of every other room you've been in so far.
There was a lever in the drawer, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually gonna leave the room for a minute.
All right.
And I'd like to roll investigation in the main room.
All right, so you roll investigation in the main room. Okay, first of all, go ahead and do that, and then tell me what exactly you're looking for. Looking to investigate.
He's literally looking for a spider. Like...
Okay.
Specifically looking for a spider.
Okay, well, go ahead and roll me either, I guess, perception. Maybe if you're looking around, looking for something out, give me, like, perception.
Let me re-roll then, because I rolled it.
Okay.
That's very average. I got a 12.
You got a 12. Well, I mean, you look around, you know, you're looking
Would that be with disadvantage because of the mist?
You know, that is true. Yeah, go ahead and roll that with disadvantage.
Well, the second die was better, so we'll stick with 12.
Okay. All right, so 12, from what you can see, there's nothing obviously spider-shaped, spider-esque. You know, I mean, I'm sure going through this tomb, you may have seen like regular old, you know, garden variety spiders, so hanging out on walls or cobwebs, but you know, nothing is popping out for you spider-wise, and especially considering how misty it is in this room. Let's see. All right. So let's
Take it away,
switch-
Baron.
Yep. Let's see what. Let's see what Baron would like to do.
I'm predicting Gimble's fate on Discord.
Just your average, everyday, friendly trapdoor spider. We're gonna use the word friendly the way our good dungeon master's been using the word friendly.
Just like I'm gonna hopefully get a friendly die roll in a second here that can actually catch a piece of paper.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm
Hey,
innocent.
it's a positive number. How's the 13 work for catching a piece of paper?
All right. So
Hey.
you finally you work on your ninja skills, and you finally reach out. You reach out. You nab a piece of parchment from the air. Like you go to look at it. Let's see. Let me tell you what it is. Let's see. What was that? I think that was page.
I'm deleting that picture. I hate spiders.
Yeah. Well, spiders. I'm not a big fan of spiders myself. So.
Y'all
Okay.
Can go to hell in a handbasket. They are an extremely important part of our ecosystem.
Oh yeah. I'm not doubting
That's
that.
nice.
Doesn't mean I don't hate them any less. You look at this page, Baron, and you notice that it is a spell. It is the contingency spell.
It's a good spell.
Mm-hmm. And
I'll need to look
that-
at that.
yeah. So it should be a level 6 spell, I believe.
It's a beefy one.
Mm-hmm. I don't remember
So what
what
we're
it did
saying
though.
is these flying pieces of paper are running spells.
Maybe.
It might be like this is obviously out of character. It might be like a spent spell parchment, like someone cast contingency in this room, and this was like the leftovers. Or it could be an active. I don't know. It could just be an actual spell parchment. Who's to say?
Mm-hmm. Because yeah, I mean, as someone who is used to being able to cast spells and stuff, it looks like it would be. It does look like a legitimate spell, because it tells you all the ways to cast that particular spell. And yeah, and everything, but nothing has changed in the room. There's still pages flying everywhere.
Okay. The only thing I can think of at this point is to keep catching pieces of paper until I figure this out, because I have no idea.
All right, so go ahead and roll me another dex check, please.
Never mind. Back to normal.
Oh no, here we go again.
4!
Oh ouch, yeah. Unfortunately you
This
get
is
another.
basically a coin flip, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, you get this is like maybe your second small paper cut, unfortunately.
I'm now bleeding out.
With enough of them, it's going to add up to 1 whole damage.
Yeah, I know. It's like, yep, just keep rolling those bad check decks, the dex
This
checks.
might be the worst death than Greg.
Dungeon Daddy's having a stroke.
I know. Okay, so
Literal
go.
death by 1,000 paper cuts.
Yeah. All right. So Gimbal, what does you'd like to do with this situation that you have found yourself?
Gimble's having an existential crisis
Mm-hmm.
because, and I'll explain what's going through his head.
Mm-hmm.
He read it. He read it backwards. He spoke the rhyme.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't exactly know what page 6 is talking about, or page 5, but he's looking for that spider. Page 4 says, "See the lever clear as day," and boy, he saw it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's kind of like, I did see it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the book told me to do. I have seen it.
Yep, and suddenly the song "I Saw the Sign," it opened up. Yeah, it kind of go. I don't know if I should sing too much of it. I don't want to get flagged. So
Yeah, the algorithm's gonna pick it up, the audio. You're really too spot on for your own.
yeah.
Um,
All right.
I guess he's gonna very uncomfortably go in and pull the lever.
Okay.
Crunk.
Like You know what? And you hear the echoes of Yzma saying, Right lever!" And then from the outside, just like in the other room you guys had solved, you hear the same as something.
Sick.
Yes, as what sounds like another lock has unlocked, pseudo unlocked.
As evil Fantasia music is playing.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So
Gimble's actually gonna go up towards the direction he saw Baron going.
Okay. So you're gonna kind of hop
Before
back.
Gimbal arrives, I will pull the left. No, just kidding.
All right. So are you gonna try to pull it, or are you gonna try to grab another? Okay.
I know what happens when levers are pulled. So, paper.
All right. Give me yet another dex check, please.
Woo! 17.
Hey.
All right. And yeah, you managed to grab another one. This time you grab it, you kind of ride it a little bit, and this.
All it says is bang.
Yeah, this is the haste spell.
Yeah, I can do that. It's a good one.
Mm-hmm. And
I'm just waiting for our good friend Daquin to be like, it's the harm spell, and it goes off.
well, I mean, we'll never know. You'll never know. All right, but at this point though, everything still again remains the same. But now, with the exception that you now have two.
I'm exceptionally worried that every spell in this bloody room is already set, and I'm just waiting for that trigger to go off.
All right, so now you've grabbed it. You found out, oh, it's the haste spell, and just as you're checking this out, that's when Gimbal pops in behind you and into the room. So you guys are now together.
How's it going?
Hi, Gimbal. You're a mechanical genius. Have you ever played the crane game? I suck at it.
I can make you not suck at it.
Sure. You probably not suck at it without having to do anything to me.
He says sure, and that was enough. I cast Enhance Ability Cat's Grace on him.
Okay.
So he has advantage on dex checks.
Okay.
So that just means... Okay, never mind.
You said sure. That's the first word.
All right. So if you would like to, you can roll another dex to catch another page if you want.
Although he does, there's a lever in here.
Yeah, because as you walked in, you do notice that, like, on the wall, on the opposite end of where you walked in, there does seem to be a lever.
Hey, guys.
Yes.
Double 4.
Oh,
I'm
God,
so
dude.
proud of you.
Double 4.
Oh. I think you're broken. We need another Baron, I think.
Yeah. Toss this one. Get us another.
Yeah. I think we had better
Third
luck
time's
with
the charm.
yeah, we had better luck with the clone. All right, so
I
yeah.
guess it's time to rotate through some dice.
Perhaps.
This is why the crazy people have 100 different D20s.
Yep. And is there anything that you would like to do in here, Gimbal?
Gimbal sees Baron trying to grab for the papers, and he'll give it one good college try.
Okay, dex check, please.
That's not bad. That's Nope, this is the wrong paper. Sorry. I've got two different character sheets here.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a 15 after all the modifiers. You got pretty
All
good
right.
decks.
Yep, that's not bad. And you're able to, you kind of watch his technique, and you kind of realize, like, I could do that. I could do it
I watch
better,
as my
actually.
magically empowered friend still fails.
Yeah, and you're able to go like, oh.
My response is, what technique?
Yeah, you are able to grab another page, and you take a look at this one, and this one is the Create Undead spell. And then immediately, like, all the other pages that have not been caught yet, just suddenly they all begin to, like, burn and turn into ash, where they begin to kind of fall like a fresh snow, and all of a sudden they kind of stop.
My response to those, hey, I thought about doing that too.
and all the ash suddenly kind of slows down before it hits the ground, and starts to begin to whirl together, and then suddenly a dust mephit appears. which I actually, okay, I was going to say I can, I need to get the monster manual, but I can just get the thing here. Let's see, let's do here, and that goes right here. And now at this point, if it'll load, we are going to have to roll initiative.
Okay. I got pretty good.
Okay,
That's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay. Let's see. So that is. Okay, so 20. Okay.
Straight
Baron,
up 13.
Straight up 13. Okay. And then how about Kavrak?
Oh, shoot, Kavrak. I forgot Kavrak even.
Yeah, if Kavrak would like to participate in this battle.
Kavrak's gonna get a 14.
Okay. Let's see. Alright, and then... Okay, so that is that for the Mephit. Okay. So, okay, so top of the round, Gimbal. What would you like to do?
I mean, DM, you could certainly rule this. I would like to think that as a gnome, I would be a little familiar with Mephit, since I think, are they demons or elementals?
They are elementals.
I'd like to think he'd be somewhat familiar with them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like him. I'm going to try and... Do I have any effective spells here? I don't think so. I'm going to shoot for where its kneecaps would be if it had kneecaps.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Wait. Am I thinking of the right creature? Mephit's sort of like a long-nosed looking imp little dude.
Yeah, he looks like an imp.
They're little impish.
Yeah.
They're
They do have the long nose. They have the really long, freakishly long ears, little wings on them, and they are kind of surrounded in dust. And I mean, and looking at the picture, like they do have. Let me at least pop this up here on your guys' on the stream anyway.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Okay, so if you guys are able to look at the stream, that is what you guys see.
Yes, okay. I was thinking of the correct thing.
Okay.
I'm going to swing my good old-fashioned wrench at it. That's actually not great. I do have a... Wow, do I really... No, I had to give that up. I have a 17 to hit.
And you hit.
What's my damage? Jesus Christ, it's been a while. 1d10 because I'm going two-handed. Where's my dice?
Something I will need to know from Sean is whether or not his little bonus effect on my Warhammer is still a thing.
The bonus effect on your Warhammer.
For you doing your shenanigans as being an artificer.
Yes, that's actually the whole reason I don't have a +1 on my wrench anymore.
Okay. I didn't know if me being captured canceled that out.
So, for the first hit, that's going to be 9 bludgeoning damage from a magical weapon.
Okay.
And then I do have multi-attack, so I'll go ahead and swing for the other knee.
All right.
I'm pretty sure you're killing it.
That's more than 18. It's a 28.
Oh man, I was
Just
hoping
missed.
Okay, so how much was that total? 19,
So
you said? 18, 19?
28 to hit.
Oh, 28 to hit. Yeah, that hits.
Yes, sorry.
Okay.
And then, ooh, a juicy hit. That's an additional 13 damage.
Aaron closes his eyes.
Okay, that's another 13 damage. So what was that? How much damage was that total then?
We're well over 20.
6, 7, 8, 9, plus 13, 22.
Okay. And you break his knee so bad that he doesn't even get a chance to even do anything. And
Gimbal's family has had to deal with elementals before, and I don't stand for them for the most part.
Okay. Yeah, and so and just as you're about to see him, the method try to like cast something, you take a swing at his knees, and you go boom, boom, and
Just one knee, second knee.
yeah, and so he goes, and then before he even does anything, the rest of him just kind of, as he falls,
Aaron closes his eyes.
yeah, he turns to dust, and then as it falls down, kind of forms into a stick of black chalk on the ground.
Oh, okay.
Oh, the DM was being nice.
I'll go get it.
Okay.
I'll offer it to Baron because this was the room that he was dealing with, and he probably knows more about it than I do. I assume.
All right. So yeah. Excuse me. What is it that you guys would attempt to do?
Thank you for not methoding, by the way.
I have this scroll of raised dead.
Yeah. Well, or at least, well, it looks. Well, I mean, I don't know if there's a difference between like a scroll of it, like a spell like this, or if it's or a page that came directly out of a book. But this it looks like it came out of a book, like a spell book.
Ah. Interesting. Well, I'm going to go ahead and offer this to Baron. I walk up to him and go, this is outside of my area of expertise and area of morals. Would you like this page?
Sure.
Like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this, but thanks.
It just seems like something the cleric should have.
I'm really regretting that we don't have the corpse of Crag right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about Oscar for a second. Like, he's not dead.
Yeah.
So, Gimbal, can you take a look around? I don't have anything.
Sure, I'm gonna go.
I'll get it.
All right. So yeah. So you yeah. Okay. Well, are you just kind of doing a plain look around, or are you trying to investigate anything? Whatever.
I think that given the effectiveness of pulling the lever in the previous room, mm-hmm. Gimbal's gonna see a lever here and be like, I know what to do. I'm gonna pull the lever.
Oh no. Okay. Hold on, let me double check here. Okay. Oh yeah. All right.
Aaron
so
is holding up Hund as a shield.
Oh. Yeah. Right there.
As he's hiding in the corner.
All right. So, seeing that you felt since you felt so like temporarily accomplished that you were able to solve an entire room on your own. You feel like a big boy gnome at this point. And you walk over like, I'm gonna do this. I can do this. This is not gonna be an issue. You go to reach out to grab it, and despite the fact that it looks incredibly solid, your hand just goes right through it.
I turn and look to Baron and be like, we had one of these in the other room. Do you have any mirrors on you?
Well, no. Unless I got a reflective surface.
Well, yeah, I don't necessarily go around carrying large mirrors in my pocket.
Well, why not?
What I do have, though, is a spell called Fabricate. We have some glass.
First things first, before you spend a spell slot, my dear friend, I'm going to cast Mage Hand and see if that can interact with...
We can also polish up the shield and see if that's reflective enough.
Yeah.
You got 6 hours for us to polish it down from full grit to low grit?
Yeah, you cast Mage Hand, and you instruct it to do the same thing, to try to pull the lever, and it has just the exact same effect that it did when you tried to grab it. It just goes straight through.
That was worth a shot. Huh.
And you and as
Just a
you're
random idea. So, what area inside this thing is the lever?
it's right in front of Gimbal. It is right here.
Okay.
Like the back wall.
Yeah. I know it is a little hard to see, but
Yeah, I'm kind of covering it as well. Like,
Well, I also
Yeah.
have the dots from my character covering that spot, so that didn't help either.
yeah. But yeah, yes, right there on that northern wall there.
So
And
Baron, in his relative sense of, well, if it's a mirror thing, I'm going to reach out and see if there's a ghost one in front of me right here. It's not going to work, but that's his thought.
you're gonna be you're starting like
Yeah.
nope.
Yeah.
Ah, dang, nope. Ah, crap, no, nothing here. Shoot.
I'll turn to Baron. Let me get that chalk back.
Tosses the chalk hides.
I'm gonna circle the lever with the chalk. No,
Draw square.
I'm gonna
draw square.
Yeah. I'm gonna square the chalk. I'm gonna draw a chalk square around the lever.
Okay. All right, and so you do that. You know, it's a very nice artistic square. Best
And then I'm
square
gonna
you
try and
have.
pull it.
Yeah, the best square you have ever done before in your life freehand.
Perfect 90-degree angles.
Absolutely, just like those people you see on in the YouTube videos where they go, whew, and it's just a
man.
perfect circle. It's just like that, except you are like that with squares.
My I before actually trying to pull the lever, I sort of, who needs a straight edge? And I'm gonna try and pull the lever.
All right, and so like, and you actually manage to grab it, and you pull it.
Hell
and then,
yeah!
And then you hear again something opening and unlocking out in the main room.
And I ask out of character if the shape mattered.
Technically, if I were, going off of exactly what's in the book, technically, yes.
Ooh. Excellent decisions, Baron.
Yeah.
Called it.
I mean, to be honest, I probably would have been okay with the circle because I'd say, the fact that it would have been like, the fact that like, you guys drawing anything around it, I didn't know if you guys were going to think about that. So I would have been probably good with anything. But yes, technically a square.
I had
is
square
the
in my
actual
head that entire time.
Yeah. Yep. So you both were on the ball on that one. So now that means there are 3 locks that are unlockable now. One of them has actually been fully unlocked after Gil came
So
out
we
of
need a
that
key
first
still
room.
out of this room.
Well, no, I have the keys.
Oh.
I have all 5 keys. It's the skulls that I've been collecting this whole time, like a psychopath.
And
But
you're
yeah.
accusing me of non-lawful things in the world.
No, I would argue that the nature to collect odd bits and bobs is very gnomish of me.
Yeah, that's true.
So by the way,
that's
sorry,
true.
what was the exact phrasing of the raised undead thingamajigger?
The exact phrasing of the Create Undead, it was just a piece of paper, like it came out of a book, that describes how you would cast the spell. Yeah.
No, that's fine. What was the specific spell name? Was it literally raise undead?
No, it was Create Undead.
Create undead. Okay.
Yes. So yeah, the 3 spells that you guys were able to grab was the Contingency, Haste, and Create Undead. So yeah, you guys are good on that front.
All right. Gimbal's feeling pretty good about the accomplishments. I'm gonna go right over to this next room, taking my dog with me, making my way downtown.
Yes, I was about to sing along, but I forgot the words after that. All right. But
nobody knows the words; they just know the tune.
Which room are we going to now?
I'm actually gonna go ahead and let you choose, my good friend, because I sort of
we've done everything on the right side that we know about. Correct?
yeah,
and
yes,
the
that's-
lowermost left side.
Yeah, so
Okay.
right side is good, and yeah, that lower right, well, the lower left one has been done. So it's only the middle one and the upper one that's on the
So
left.
why don't you?
Well, I'm going to let Scott know that that for some reason the 2 rooms up top have been revealed.
Not on mine. Mine's
That's
fine.
weird. It was there immediately when I loaded up the screen, so...
That's kind of weird. Well,
given that I did not die in the top right room on the other one, I'm going to go with the luck of the top left room this time.
Okay. Let's see. And if there was something here I did forget to do on some of the ones that you guys did open up. I should have okay, I'll delete that one and deleting the door on the right. Oops, come on. There. Okay.
I thought the doors should have been deleted. I wasn't sure,
Yeah.
but I wasn't going to say anything.
Yeah, I think it was because on my end, since I could see all the rooms, I totally forgot to do that. So
yeah, you just don't think about it.
Yeah, so okay, which door would you guys like to open first? The middle or the top?
Doing the
Top left. I did not die in the top right, so that's my logic.
Alright, so first of all, delete that. Let's see, let me get the appropriate stuff on here real quick. On my notes. There we go. Okay. Okay, where is that? Oh, there it is. Okay, so that upper right one. Okay, let me get this back where I need to be. Objects and tokens. There we go. Okay. A 5-foot wide, floor-to-ceiling glass cylinder near the back wall of this room is filled with light, the source of which is not apparent. A tiny circular hole is cut through. Yep. What?
It's not apparent. It's a child. Sorry.
Oh my God! I think I just took like 10d10 psychic damage on that. Oh God.
Oh, roll D100.
I don't have one. Wait, I do.
Oh no.
I just gotta see. I gotta see now. I gotta see it through. Rick.
What'd you roll?
85.
Damn.
Take that times 2 damage.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's a pretty good chunk of damage considering
Doesn't
that I have...
kill me instantly. Although I am making death saving throws.
Yeah. No,
I'll survive 190 damage? 170? 170? There we go.
Okay. So, alright, so you have the cylinder kind of in the back of the room. Goes from floor to ceiling. Has light coming out of it. Doesn't seem like, there's any other source of that light specifically. Let's see, a tiny, okay, hold on, let me restart here. 5-foot floor to ceiling glass cylinder near the back wall of this room is full of light, the source of which is not apparent, or a child. A tiny triangular hole is cut through the glass 5 feet above the floor. Inside the cylinder is an iron lever is set into a metal plate on the floor.
Or what shape did you say the hole was?
The hole is triangular shaped.
Yep. Okay.
And also, what shape was on the door going in?
That would have actually been triangle.
Okay, I just wanted to be sure.
Yeah. I do apologize for not mentioning that. I probably should have, as you guys were walking through the door. So.
Gimbal,
All right.
You're good at sticking small things in holes. Get in here.
I am a small thing.
I'm not going to say anything. I'm not going to say anything.
So you claimed you're the small thing, right?
I don't think you're going to be able to fit me through the hole.
I compress Gimbal into a triangular shape.
You'll need
I would
1,000 pounds of force.
I would definitely like to see. I would definitely like to see that happen. Let's see.
So I'm so sorry, but there's a questionable amount of bourbon inside of me. Could you read the description one more time?
Okay. It's all good. Okay. Okay. A 5-foot wide, floor-to-ceiling glass cylinder near the back wall of this room is filled with light, the source of which is not apparent. A tiny triangular hole is cut through the glass.
Where?
Which is 5 feet. It's 5 feet above the floor.
Okay.
So
okay.
yeah.
I should have just waited.
And then finally, inside the cylinder, an iron lever is set to a metal plate on the floor.
looks around the room for anything triangular shaped.
Why don't you roll perception or investigation?
The way you said that had the most "you're not gonna find anything" energy I've ever heard.
That is a 15 of not finding anything.
Well, I mean, to be fair, the only two things that you do find that is in any way, shape, and form triangular is the shape on the door and that hole in the glass.
Fair enough.
Everything else is definitely not triangle shaped. That was a good idea, though.
I tried.
Gimble's gonna try. For one thing, I'm not anywhere near tall enough to try and reach my arm through the hole that's 5 feet up.
I can help you with that.
I'd have to stand on your shoulders to get up there.
Yeah. All right. Let me go here real quick and make sure that we have all the specifics of the dimensions of the hole and everything. The cylinder itself is 5 feet in diameter, and the glass itself is 2 inches thick.
Ooh.
And the triangular hole is 1 inch wide.
Okay. That's wide enough for me to cast Mage Hand through. I'm gonna cast Mage Hand again. It's a great spell, and I'm gonna try and pull the lever.
You cast it. It appears inside of the cylinder, and you instruct it mentally to grab it and pull, and it works.
What happens? I'm scared. Do we hear the usual?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. That is 4 rooms down.
I turn to Baron. Nothing bad ever comes from pulling a lever. That's what I've learned today.
Unless Baron pulls it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, one more room.
As we leave the room, spikes come out and get you.
Yeah. Okay. So that's one more room down. That leaves that one. And that one, my fine players, my fine feathered friends, excuse me, you see on the door the symbol of a pentagon. You guys...
A notably good symbol across all religious environments.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
I got a piece of chalk. I can put references to the number 9 around that just to add to the fun.
Yeah. Okay, well, I'm assuming you guys are going to try to open the door and take a peek inside.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, he will take a peek inside. I will hide over here.
Yeah. Okay.
Gimble's opening the door.
I'll cast Spare Dying when this goes badly finally.
All right. As you open the door, the delicious aroma of spiced meat greets you. At the end of a 20-foot-long corridor, a room opens up with red tapestries covering the walls. A feast is spread out on 3 tables, consisting of roast boar, squash stew, and a tray of iced cakes. Flagons of frothy beer complete the banquet. A gaunt human male... Sorry, I'm weird. I'm OCD about getting crap on my pages, sorry. A gaunt human male in a dusty black suit quietly arranges the items on the cake table, taking notice of your intrusion. Without a word, he gestures for you to come forward and sample the feast. So he's doing his thing.
I wave, give him the universal "hold on just a moment" sign, and I'm gonna walk back out.
I know. You need someone that can eat some poison and not die immediately.
And I'm gonna kill my good dwarven friend Baron.
Oh no.
I'll describe the scene just so that he has that information as well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really tempted to cast Contingency and all my anti-dying spells on it.
All right.
So what am I eating? Apparently.
So what do we do?
So what am I eating apparently?
Well, I mean, first of all, do you guys even go into the room? Because as far as I know, Gimble
I
opened
have
the door.
stopped at this point before entering through the actual room part of the room.
Oh, okay. All right. So yeah, I mean, and that that smell is very alluring to you.
That's a
And
curious Freudian slip.
yeah, I know, right? That is saying, oh no, I hope they don't
I
take that
absolutely
wrong.
do not trust it.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, so this gaunt man, he sees that there are two guests that have now entered, and he beckons to you both to come, you know, he, and like looking at all this, look at all this delicious food, kind of a look.
I have to spell magic.
Yeah, I was gonna say. So Gimbal sent Hund in after Baron, but stepped back out and is gonna begin casting detect magic as a ritual.
Mm-hmm.
Takes 10 minutes, but that's what I'm doing.
The entire bloody tower goes off in your face.
But
Just
I gotta
saying.
do something.
Just saying.
Let's see. I'm just seeing if.
I can't try. Let me Google this to make sure I'm doing this correctly.
Okay, so hold on. So we have our cleric cast. Are you actually casting dispel magic?
No, I don't have it.
Oh, okay.
I wish.
All right. So
I can't do that either. Sorry, poor choice of words.
okay. All right. So oh my God, is Baron gonna just hang out while Gimbal is out there casting detect magic for 10 minutes?
Alright, I've got something I can do. What is the most alluring item in that room?
Let's see. You're a dwarf, so I'm gonna say the most delicious looking thing there. I mean, everything looks great. I mean, I will say the top two things you would probably like the most is the roast boar and the frothy beer.
No, there's not even a choice. It's the frothy beer. Alright, going to the frothy beer.
Okay.
I'm going to touch it with my pinky finger and cast Identify.
Okay, let's see. Well, it's a mug of frothy beer.
If it is a magic item or has some other magical effect, you learn its properties and how to use them.
Okay.
Or whether it requires atonement and how many charges it has.
Okay, hold on. Let me look through that here real quick.
If the item was created by a spell, you learn which spell it was. Blah, blah, blah.
Let's see. Let's see.
I don't care if it's poisonous. I care if there's magical imbuement.
That's fair. Let's see. You touch it, and it seems like you don't really notice anything about it in terms of that specific spell.
Okay, so there as far as I am aware, there is no magical effect on this beer.
Yeah, as far as you know. I mean, maybe there is, maybe there isn't. But so far from your spell,
so unless it has a spell that prevents this particular spell from actually working, this should work if it has a spell on it.
Okay.
Just let you know.
Okay, because yeah,
if you're gonna DM me.
Yeah,
I just want to know I'm being DM'd.
Yeah, well, because according to the book, there's no magical effects on the food.
I chugged the beer.
Okay. Let's see. Okay, but
on safe. Here we come.
All right, so you do drink the beer, but you do feel different. You do feel there's something that did happen to you after you chugged the beer, or I don't know how much of it you drank.
Okay. To be fair, when something happens, I'm referring to the dwarf is drunk or something other than just being drunk, because he'd recognize the difference.
Yeah. Well, you drink it. I mean, it definitely tastes of very good beer for sure. Is it enough to get you plastered and wasted? No. But there it has that initial thing like, oh yeah, it's not, it's frothy, it's cold, and it tastes really good. He tried
Cold is an unusual luxury in this environment.
Yeah, he drank the beer.
Okay.
Let's see. And you, sir, you gain a special die. You gain
I gain a what?
You gain a special die. You gain the D6. Let me tell you what this does. Anytime in the next 24 hours, you roll this die once and add the result to a D20 roll that you just made.
Huh. Where the hell was that during the fight with the bloody?
Let's see. All right.
All right. Well, if we're sampling wares, I'll go on with the rest of it.
Okay. Are you going to try to eat
the roast beast?
All right. Well, it's all very, very, very delicious. But as you taste the meat, you taste the boar. You taste the other stuff. They're all delicious, but you don't really notice any other effect on you. So
okay.
The only effect was what happened when you first drank the beer.
All right. In that case, then, Gimbal, whichever one looks the best to you, give it a try.
Gimbal's still out there humming to himself while mixing up eye drops.
Okay. And so
Not dead yet.
Yeah, and so Baron, he's in there, he's testing, he's drinking, he's nibbling on the food, and all the time while you're working on your eye drops, and we'll give you about the time, we'll give you about that 10 minutes for that, and you finally get it done.
And I'll go ahead and walk in the room. The first thing I'm looking at is the gaunt male himself.
Let's see. You take a look at this guy, and what used to be kind of a gaunt, like a human male, he is now, I don't know, maybe, I guess, he looks kind of like an animated scarecrow.
I'm going to ask him if he can talk. That's fair. No worries, mate. And I'm going to come inside and I'm going to scrutinize like every food item out of sheer gnomish paranoia.
Okay. You take a look at the boar. It looks so juicy. It looks like it has that nice blackened covering that a good barbecued.
Bark.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I couldn't think of the term. Yeah, it has a nice bark to it. And from what you saw of Baron's leftovers, it looks like the meat was. It looks like it's juicy, it's tender, and and it's steamy. It's it tastes like it smells like a nice summer day. As you walk outside, you smell someone barbecuing. That's the smell you get.
There's no beer left.
It's me. I'm the one you smell when you go outside and do that. I'm the one that's barbecuing.
You look at the squash stew. There's like a big pot of it with some bowls. Empty bowls sitting there along one of the tables, and the stew looks very delicious. It looks like a good, reminiscent of like a good chili, kind of a texture. I mean, I get to be honest.
Nice
to be fair,
hearty.
yeah. To be fair, I don't really know what a squash stew would look like in real life, but
they're usually very blended, smooth, and creamy without actually needing any cream.
Okay, and okay. So
I'm a big fan, actually.
Okay, so in that case, to be a little bit more on the realistic side, I will retroactively and say that it's actually it's the smoothest soup.
It's like liquid silk.
Exactly, and it's steaming, the odor. Oh my god, oh wow, and then you have the iced cakes. It looks like the kind of cakes that just came off the oven or came out of the oven, and or I'm sorry, not the oven, but the fryer. I'm sorry. And it has, like one has like a chocolate glaze on it, another one has like a white glaze, another one has pink with sprinkles on it. It's a good variety of these cakes. And then finally, along this middle of each each table is these beers that again are very frothy. Looks very looks like it hit the spot.
Okay. And am I picking up any magical effects?
You don't notice anything yourself.
Okay. I think Gimbal was raised a very sheltered child of society. Coming to Cholt was a wild experience for him.
Mm-hmm.
I think a good sweet confection is probably the most alluring thing to him. But he's very... I mean, Baron's eating food, so he's not gonna be too worried about it. I'm gonna get some of the cakes.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I'm gonna enjoy one with very lots of the sidewards glances
just that paranoia. That paranoid feeling.
Full Alice in Wonderland effect. You have now been turned into a blind.
Yeah, I could be a total douchebag here and be like, just like with that whole Alice in Wonderland thing. I could have you grow, and grow, and grow, and grow.
Finally human-sized.
Until you finally get so large, you get crushed by the room.
Killing everyone else inside.
Yeah. Okay. So so you.
I can escape.
Yeah, so you're sitting there, you're taking bites like, oh god, it's so good, it's like it's just the right kind of crumbly, oh my god, not this. I was gonna say sauce, the yummy stuff on top of it. Words, I can't talk.
Frosting or icing.
Frosting, thank you.
I mean no offense to you and your culinary arts, but you would never frost something right out of the oven; it would melt off.
That's true, but yeah, it's still nice and
fresh.
It's fresh. You take that bite, and some of it kind of spills a little bit, over where the mouth piece was, where you bit, and a little bit onto your hand, a little bit on your beard. It's
my waxed mustache.
Yeah,
all over your face.
Yeah, and
self-inflicted.
And suddenly, after kind of finishing off one of the cakes, you do feel energized. You gain 2d10 temporary hit points.
Oh, nice. I wish I'd rolled a little better. That's not bad.
But, unfortunately, you will also gain disadvantage on attack rolls for the next 24 hours.
That's a bummer, but I got spells.
Okay. All right. And that's the effect that you get when eating this. And
I think the scarecrow is the lever for this room.
Yeah, and this particular gaunt fellow / scarecrow, and of course Baron has no idea that he's a scarecrow because obviously nothing was said to him that he's other than a very gaunt fella, and he's kind of standing off kind of in the corner of the room, just kind of with his arms politely with his arms down, kind of like this, bound down by his waist, and he kind of smiles at each of you, and has almost that sense of enjoy. I hope you had good food. I hope it tasted good. All that kind of stuff. All right.
Gimbal, what are these, drapes around the side of the room?
Yes, those are the tapestries that you saw as you entered the room. Let's see here.
Gimbal wants to start patting them down.
Okay. All right. So why don't you?
First.
What was that?
I'm poking the gaunt person.
Yeah. Okay. So you kind of walk up to the guy, and you're like, poke, and you see him kind of And he just continues to smile at you, just with that look of like, what are you doing? It's like, stop it. I'm not being paid well enough for this.
I'm gonna shift him back and forth in a lever action.
Okay, so Gimbal, roll me an investigate, please.
I'm pretty good at that.
I'm sorry, perception.
Oh, I'm not so good at that. I get a nice flat 10.
You're looking around, Adam, and you don't really notice anything. Nothing out of the ordinary or anything like that.
Okay. I'm going to begin looking underneath the tables.
Okay. Well, you find a whole lot of floor under those tables. It's really nice floor. This is probably the most well-kept floor in any of the 5 puzzle rooms you guys have found so far.
All right.
Yeah. Now, unless Baron wants to make a perception roll as well.
Perception.
Some perception.
How does a 21 do?
That, my friend, will work. You kind of glance around as you kind of get done poking.
For the record, Sean, I've resorted to the yellow die.
Oh,
that means.
You mean the meta die that I like to call it. It's either really good or really bad.
Yes.
After you kind of get done poking the gaunt gentleman, gets boring. You start to kind of step back. You kind of look hard glancing around at the room. You look at the tapestries, like, interesting designs. Okay, that's fancy. And as you get to the northwestern one, the southwestern, which is the one right here on this wall, you notice. Let me find out what you notice here real quick. Let's see. You look at it and you're like, you kind of stop. You kind of stop forward a little bit to kind of get a much closer look at it. And you notice a subliminal devil's face hidden within the design. The devil's open mouth forms a pentagon.
I ain't touching that one.
You do what? Okay.
Oh,
I need your help, buddy.
I'd happily trot over. I think we're down here.
Here's the chalk.
You guys still have the chalk?
Of course we still have the chalk. You think we just put something like that down? It solved a problem.
That's true.
I take it, but I'm gonna poke the. How big is it? I apologize, because it's a tapestry and then a drawing on a tapestry and then a thing's mouth within the drawing. So I don't have a scale here.
So I mean, the tapestry is going to be pretty large in and of itself.
Right.
As you can see from the map, it's 5 foot wide, and it's going to be probably 5 to 10 feet long as well. And when the devil's face is pointed out to you, the devil's face and especially the mouth itself, the pentagon shaped mouth is big enough to essentially fit your hand or arm.
It's done me well thus far at casting Mage Hand to try and go into the devil's mouth.
Okay.
And if it hits anything, to grab it and pull it.
Yeah, see, I, as someone who does not have a Mage Hand open right at this moment, if you move something and you, like, say, punch into something solid, would you know?
Why no?
Yeah, would you know that? I mean, I know I'm the DM and I could probably just call that. I would say that even though you don't notice any physical resistance, like in terms of your physical body, you won't notice anything. But from a magical sense, you would notice that there is that.
One day we don't have Ryan here, because you know exactly what this one's doing.
Yeah. But the Mage Hand kind of disappears into the hexagon or pentagon, And you do notice that as it's moving forward, it seems to nudge into something before it kind of bounces off a little bit, and it kind of hits like not just what you assume is a wall of some kind, like maybe only a few inches past that.
I want to ask for clarification because I may have understood the wrong thing this whole time.
Mhm.
Is it a pentagon or a pentagram?
It is a pentagon.
Okay.
That's a whole
Yeah.
different thing.
Yeah,
Whole
yeah.
different ballgame.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, even though, but I knew what you guys were talking about when you guys said that earlier, but yeah, but I mean, you could still, you could still draw a pentagram within it. So
Yeah, absolutely.
technically-
Without being able to see what it's doing, I don't have a great way of manipulating it. So I'll sort of let go of the spell, and I'm gonna reach my regular hand of flesh and bone into this devil's mouth.
And somebody comes and goes and takes your hand.
Oh,
That's what I was expecting.
Honestly, for what I know to be in devil's mouths in this dungeon, that's fine.
Yeah. No. Yeah. You reach in there, and your hand touches what feels like a lever.
I get visibly excited and pull it. Like, these levers have been great.
Yeah. Yeah. You pull the lever, and and you do hear a out the main room.
All right. I turn to Baron and I sort of once again always pull a lever. Nothing bad can come of it. I have an intelligence of 20, which is borderline genius. This is what I have learned.
Well, actually, it makes you wonder if 10 is the definition of average, and if a 10 intelligence is average, it's an average human intelligence, but you went up to 20, does that mean you're only twice as smart as an average human?
No. D&D scales at an exponential level.
Yeah, the way to think about it is they say, and like I always use like monster stats for reference.
Mm-hmm.
They say even the most average mind flayer is a genius by human standards, and they have an intelligence score of 19.
That's fair.
But
fair.
this is also
one
why
way
when
to
you're
sort of
building a character. This is also why when you're building a character with points, up to 14 they cost 1. That's the range of the standard human non-heroic range.
True.
And that's why the scaling of cost goes way up for anything higher.
That's fair. All right. But yeah, that was just a random thought I literally just had. So, anyway. Yeah. So, you for the from the outside.
Can I bring the scarecrow with us?
I want to say like a genuine, heartfelt like thank you so much.
Mm-hmm. And he does look at you both. And he just places his hands like this, and he just nice smile. I mean, if you wanted to try to bring him with you, you could always try to persuade him.
I'll leave that one
Okay.
to Darren.
I'll do for some persuasions.
All right.
I'm gonna fail.
Uh-oh.
Hey, do you want to go with us? Oh, that Bill dies back. Never mind.
Oh no! What was the number?
4.
Oh God, 4 again. Oh, no, I think 4 is your unlucky number today.
Lovely.
He still has the roll. He could potentially fail.
Yeah, and so the scarecrow kind of. He just kind of He kind of
I'll
looks
get you a
around.
brain.
That's rude.
I say whose brain?
That's just wrong.
I happen to know of a dwarf somewhere nearby. Well, not nearby, but in this realm that's not using his at the moment.
No one. No, I don't think he's using really much of anything right now. All right, so that marks all 5 rooms solved.
I'm going to try and cast Dispel Magic on myself.
Okay.
I would like to end the magical effect of the food.
Okay, so you cast it, and you do what you do when you're casting it, and then you feel like it's gonna hold, but all of a sudden it just the effect your effect kind of shudders and just breaks, and
Okay.
it doesn't do anything.
So does it fizzle, or was it not strong enough?
It just fizzles.
Okay. That's a bummer.
Yeah.
Hey, Baron, I don't suppose you have remove curse, do you?
Nope.
That's a bummer.
Hold person. I can cast that on you.
Thanks for the offer, but I'm not into that.
That's kind of kinky. All right, so as you guys kind of step out, you look over the little balcony that you guys are on, and you kind of just barely in view. You look at the big green door on the opposite end, and it is and all four of the holes are now uncovered, while with the one skeleton head that you put in and
Right.
is still kind of sitting in there.
I'm actually gonna I go to my dear friend Baron, and I say, hey Baron, I know that you've been sort of cooped up for a while down here.
Yes, I will go back to the chamber with the.
But if we could maybe take a little bit of a rest with our good scarecrow friend, maybe a lot of a rest.
Mm-hmm.
I know that Kavarak is hurting real bad from an unrelated lava-based event that I was not involved with.
Oh, of course.
And I have spent a couple of good spell slots.
Yeah, and I'm going to assume that the other non-participating or the non-player participating characters at the moment are probably going to agree with that, especially Kavarak.
Alright, you guys can take a long rest. That gives me 8 hours to go back and find my statue.
I'm going to bring myself and my dog in here where I'm absolved of Baron's sins. And I'm going, I go to the scarecrow man and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be in the corner. I'm gonna take a little nap.
Just an idea, by the way, while I'm gone. You should drag Cabrat and Bella in there and have them try the other 2 foods.
Yeah, I'll have Kavarak try something. That's
okay. All right. So first of all, what do you think Kavarak would have? I mean, I can understand with Kavarak, but I don't know about Bag of Nails.
I can't speak for Bag of Nails. That seems outside of my scope. But Kavarak,
I can speak for Bag of Nails, but that's because I'm a dick.
Kavarak, I think, would probably either be the meat. It's gotta be the meat, right? I can't.
I mean, he again. Well, it makes sense because he's a big, beefy guy. You know, he would need protein.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Is I'm thinking probably the roast meat.
Mm-hmm. All right. Let's see. Well, he kind of digs into the meat, and just like Baron experienced, it's really juicy. It's delicious. It's hot. And as he finishes up, he feels stronger. He now has advantage on strength checks, but has disadvantage on attack rolls for the next 24 hours. Both of the effects of the ice cakes and the roast meat, they both the effects on each one.
Now, is that all attack rolls or physical attack rolls?
Okay, well, like say...
Does it say, like, melee attack? Or...
Okay, so, yeah, like, the roast beer, you get advantage on just strength checks, and then... but has disadvantage on attack rolls. and that's all it says. So it's probably both melee and ranged.
What about spellcasting?
Yeah, anything that's considered an attack would have disadvantage, and then same thing with the ice cakes, disadvantage on attack rolls.
You never go wrong with beer.
Yeah. Well, the other effect, I'll say, would only take effect if you had a one of the trickster gods possessing you. So the disadvantage that you would get does not apply here. Yeah. All right. So as the others do try to sit down, are you gonna try to have Bag of Nails enter the room as well?
I think we'll have Bag of Nails in there, but I'm trying to think. I don't think Bag of Nails seems like the kind of guy, especially after we describe what's happened to us, me and Kavrak. Mm-hmm. Bag of Nails would be probably too suspicious of a person to want to actually like try and eat anything.
Okay. So far everything seems fine with him, since he has not touched any of the food. And as Baron attempts to go back up the stairs for whatever reason he's doing, because of course
I'm not going to be allowed to, am I?
Well, again, there's the thing that, first of all, there's going to be a green force field in front of the door, and second
I did not know about that.
because you're the first person to attempt to go back up the stairs, and besides, the fact is you still would have no clue that there was even a clone to begin with. So, that is the current state of things. Everyone, is able to take their long rest if they so choose to. After about 8 hours of having this gaunt fella, just watching everyone the whole time while they slept, because it's super creepy, everyone is feeling more awake now and refreshed.
It reminds Gimbal of his old babysitter. No, I don't want to talk about it.
Gimbal, blink if you're okay. blink.
Both eyes
no,
wide open, bloodshot.
Or like, what was the thing? Yeah, blink if you need help. Please.
All right, we're gonna bring out the scarecrow. Where did it touch you?
And the whole time the scarecrow's.
It's not even like the coy. It's just a.
And just the whole time you see poor Gimbal like as he walking out of the room. All right, so
why are we monsters to this innocent gnome?
Yeah. All right, so you guys are gonna get up, and I'm assuming after you're gonna pack anything and everything up that you have, and I'm assuming you're gonna go back out to the main room, right?
Yeah, I think it's time for Gimbal to put some skulls in this door.
Yep. And as Bag of Nails exits the room, let's see, he is suddenly hit with crippling hunger as soon as he leaves the area.
Oh.
And this effect imposes disadvantage on both attack rolls and ability checks.
Oh, the poor guy. I really tried to do something good for him.
Yeah, that's true. That's the shit part of this room. That no matter what you do, once you come in, you're screwed. You are screwed. So you guys are now out, and here's poor. So we're gonna have to make sure we let Ryan know what's happening. With this poor boy. And we are gonna take a quick break here, and then we will come back and have you guys open up this door. So on that end, we're going to mute and we're going to transition. We'll be back in maybe 5 or so minutes.
Yep.
Yay! See you later, guys.
One more attempt to try and go
Annihilation.
Beleg's thing with you.
Yeah.
Also,
All
I
right.
can be control them.
Yeah,
That's why you can't buy hipsters in those states anymore.
That's true. It's such a sad story. Such a sad story. Okay, yes, we are back. We just came back from the unlocking of the locks of the store. Pseudo
I thought you just came
unlocking.
back from the bathroom.
What?
I thought you just came back from the bathroom.
Yes. Yes, I did. And after watching, I know, but I was watching you guys the whole time as I was going to the bathroom. So just just to make it a little extra creepy for you guys.
Well, what you don't know is we were watching you the entire time you were going to the bathroom.
But little do you know, that's my kink.
He always has the upper hand.
Now, bam.
All right.
There's no winning against this dungeon master.
No. All right. So, yep, you guys are now in the main room. Scary looking door. All that good stuff. What do you do?
At the
Yeah.
I think Gimble's pretty excited at the moment. He's a little bit lost sight of dangers because he's like, I've been holding on to these skulls for so long in this place, and now I'm like, I know what they do and I get to use them. So he's very like, let's go, and he's like putting these skulls in the slots, getting ready to unlock the door.
All right. So yeah, the 4 remaining slots that you were able to get them. I was gonna say, oh my God, I was gonna say you're gonna fill them, but again, that sounds dirty. You're gonna put each skull into the lock. You're gonna turn it just like you did the first one, the second one, the third, and the fourth one. And after opening them both, you do hear kind of a strange sound behind you, and everyone kind of when you turn around, assuming that that's what you guys choose to do, from the cauldron, I was going to say the kettle. The cauldron behind you guys, suddenly there's this great big, like, extra green, like, really darker green plume that kind of comes out of the cauldron. And you see, in the mist, you see these 3 illusionary looking hags as they, come out, and they, you hear like echoing cackling and laughing. And then after a few moments of this, they both they stop. They all turn to you guys, and in their hands you can see it looks like they're casting something, and they release this spell where from the center of this group of illusionary smoke hags, this extra like shock
Real
wave
quick,
of,
how far into the room did we go to see this going on, or is it the moment we stepped through the door?
Yeah, well, yeah, you guys are still here right in front of the door, as you see this happening, and the shockwave, comes out and fills the entire room, and I want you guys to roll me a Constitution saving throw, please.
I'm pretty good at these. That
Dirty 20.
Okay, that passes.
same actually.
That passes.
Oh, Cavarac?
Yeah, give us Cavarac. The only one.
And I'll roll for Beleg.
Oh no.
I have no idea what Beleg's con modifier is, though.
Yeah, that's the problem. I feel like maybe we'll wait for him to get back here, and then I can just message him later and have him roll like off screen or something. So
Well, if it's me and he has my con modifier, it's a 14.
okay. Well, I'm gonna say that would not pass, but I'm gonna go ahead and just have him roll later because I feel like it'd be fair if he could actually roll for himself. So, so in that case, what did Cavarac roll?
Cavarac gets a 16.
And that passes as well.
Okay.
And
Somewhere between 14 and 16 was the mark.
yeah, so
Somewhere between 15 and 16.
how about we forgot Hund.
I don't remember if Hund has.
I don't think they make con saves for
Is there?
constructs.
Yeah. Is there a con save for constructs?
I'm gonna pull it up right now.
Okay.
I apologize. I should have had the book like with me and
oh,
ready.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, we didn't know that this was gonna happen.
Iron Defender. Defender. Why isn't it here? Do. Of course, I'm gonna have a hard time finding it online.
Yeah, that's understandable.
So I apologize. I'm just gonna run and grab the book real quick.
Okay, no worries. Let's see. Yep, this is going to be interesting to see if a construct will work or not.
Okay.
It does have a con modifier.
Mm-hmm.
Immune to charmed exhaustion and poison.
Okay. Yes. Con is +2. Con gets a 5.
Well, that, unfortunately, does not pass. And he will get hit. Let's see, okay, hold on. Let me find the appropriate thing here. My notes, because I actually put this on my phone. My phone's notes. Okay. Okay, so our good little buddy Hund takes 10 points of vile damage.
What damage?
Vile damage. This is very special, very evil type of damage.
By the way, Sean, what is your proficiency bonus?
4.
He also gets that too. Is
9. Still not enough.
Yeah. So basically, the idea of vile damage is that first of all, you would initially take you would take damage like normal. So in this case, you was like, okay, 10 points off your total. But not only do you take that amount of points off your total, you would also your HP maximum also goes down by the same amount.
He's taking HP damage, not straight up damage.
Well, he's taking both, technically.
Yeah.
And basically, I'm gonna say, just for the sake of it, when you see this happen, you see that Hun's body kind of weakens a little bit. It looks like it would normally, looks like it would have normally taken damage, like it usually would have, but this damage seems just different.
I gasp. Metal fatigue.
And of course, probably the effects on metal would probably be a little different than probably on a normal flesh and blood creature. But yeah, it just looks like there's almost a sense of just pure unadulterated evil that comes off of this kind of damage. Because this is from the Book of Vile Darkness, and the only way to fix this is to get it fixed while it's like do like a remove curse type of a thing, but you have to be on consecrated or holy ground to do so. So it's
I don't think this tomb counts as holy ground.
No. At least not the kind of holy you would want.
Does Gibble actually say that out loud?
No, I don't think he would.
Because Baron will have a reaction if you do say that out loud.
All right.
Because Gibble also doesn't know the finer mechanics of this damage.
Yeah. All right. So now that this is and then so the hags do these hags do their thing, the shockwave, the damage, all happens, and then the smoke, and then this image of these hags just kind of evaporates just into the room, and all is quiet again.
I flipped them off, or the direction that they were in.
And there's no response.
If there was, I'd crap my pants.
I'm going that far, but do I see?
Okay, hold on here. Oops, hold on. Let me undo the thing real quick. And doink and delete. All right. Let me get the thing. Oh, yeah. Okay, so first I'm going to scroll down on the map so those who are watching the stream kind of sees what there is. Let me get you the descripciones of this room. If I can bloody find it. There it is. Crumbling balconies overlook a pool of lava filling this triangular chamber, above which is suspended an enormous crystal cylinder held in place by 3 adamantium struts. Wraith-like forms swirl inside the cylinder, and otherworldly screams hang in the air. 4 long, writhing tentacles sprout from the cylinder's cap. A shriveled...
That's a phylactery?
Nope.
What?
Hold on. A shriveled...
Massive ass. Oh, no, I know what it is.
Yep. Okay, let's see. Yeah, a shriveled monstrosity the size of an elephant floats near the cylinder. Its body is wet and malformed. Its arms and legs are atrophied, and its oversized head drips black goo. The creature attached to the cylinder is to the cylinder by a twisted umbilical cord. Welcome to the Atropol and the Soulmonger.
Yep.
And I think we probably should go ahead and call the game here, because hopefully we'll be able to get Bellig in here next time and all that, and hopefully it'll all be good. So on that end, we're done and all that good stuff. So on that end, we will close up shop, and we'll see you guys theoretically in a couple of weeks. All right, see you later, guys.
See ya.